Today I'm going to be showing you how to rewrite and add two-digit numbers. You will be able to add two-digit numbers using the strategy composing. We're going to go ahead and review how to add two-digit numbers, and I'm going to set up my numbers in the AT chart with tens and ones to help me remember where to start, where to finish, and all of that. So my first step is I'm going to add the ones place. I'm going to use my touch points to do that. I'm going to start at 8 and count up 3. 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to go ahead and think about that number 11. In 11, there is 1, 1. So that 1 is just going to go ahead and go into the answer spot in the ones place. Now, I also composed a 10. There's a 10 right there, a tens place. So the 1 in the tens place, it can't live in the ones house anymore. It's too big. It has to move over to the tens house. So I'm going to go ahead and move it to the tens place. Now my next step is I'm going to add all the tens. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. That way I don't forget anyone. And I'm going to also use the touch points. That way it makes it easier for me to add all three numbers at the same time. So I have 1 10, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, 6, 7, 8 tens. I'm going to write 8 tens in the tens place. Now I have the sum of 81. We're going to learn a new way. We're going to learn how to stack the numbers. So first I have 28 and 67. Notice how they're next to each other and not stacked on top. That's going to make it really difficult for me to add those numbers together. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite the numbers. So first I'm going to make my T-chart. I'm going to show the tens and ones. Then I'm also going to draw my addition sign at the bottom so that I have a space for everything. Now I'm going to focus on the first number, which is 28. I'm going to leave a little space at the top in case I compose a 10, and I'm going to write the tens. In 28, there are 2 tens. Now, in 28, there's also 8 ones, so I'm going to write an 8 in the ones place. Now I'm going to look at 67, the second number. In 67, there are 6 tens, so I'm going to write that under the 2 in the tens place. And in 67, there are 7 ones, so I'm going to go ahead and write the 7 under the 8 in the ones place. Now my numbers are stacked and I'm able to add them more easily. Now I just follow the rest of my steps. First I'm going to add the ones place. Again, I'm going to use my touch points to do so. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to think 15 once. There's a 5 in the ones place, so that's just going to stay in the ones place. In the tens place, there is a 1, so that 1 is going to have to move. It's a 10 now, so it can't live in the ones house. It has to move next door. Now I'm just going to add all the tens. Again, I'm going to start from the top and work my way all the way down. 1 10, 2, 3 tens, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tens. Now I can see that my sum, the answer, is 95. Let's go ahead and do this one together. I'm going to take the numbers 59 and 17 and restack them because right now they're written next to each other and it's difficult to add them. Remember to create your T-chart with the tens place and the ones place to leave a little space so that if there's a 10 you can put it into the tens place after you've added the ones. And also to remember to pay attention to 59 first, put the 5 in the tens place and the 9 in the ones place. Then pay attention to 17. There's 1 in the tens place, so you're going to put that underneath the 5 in the tens place. And then there's 7 ones, so you're going to put it underneath the 9 in the ones place. And it's going to look like this. All right, now we can go ahead and just add. I'm going to start from the top and I'm going to work my way down. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to think about that 16. Well, there's a 6 in the ones place, and I did make a 10, so I'm going to write the 6 in the answer part of the ones place. And the 10, I'm going to move next door to the tens house. Now the next step was to add all the tens together. So again, I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to work my way down. 1 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens, 7 tens. So since I have 7 tens, I'm going to write it in the answer spot. And as you can see, I have the number 76. Now I'm going to add 19 and 34. Again, please remember to write your T-chart with the tens place and the ones place, leaving a little bit of space. First focus on 19, putting the 110 in the tens place and the 9 ones in the ones place. And then also look at 34 separately. In 34, there's 3 tens and 4 ones. I'm going to give you a second to set it up, and then I'm going to show you how I set it up and see if it matches mine. Okay, this is how 19 plus 34 looks when we stack it. Was yours similar to mine? If so, you did it the right way. If not, then maybe you need to practice again. All right, now I'm just going to start my steps normal. I'm going to start in the ones place and I'm going to add the ones. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ones. I'm going to think about 13. In 13, I composed a 10, so I'm going to know that I need to move that over. I also have 3 ones, so the ones are going to stay in the ones place, and then the 10 is going to move to the tens place. Now I'm going to add the tens. I'm going to, again, start at the top and work my way down. 1 10, 2 tens, 3, 4, 5 tens. So since I have 5 tens, I'm going to write a 5 in the tens place. And my answer is 53. All right, let's go ahead and do 27 and 67. First, I'm going to give you a minute to set it up on your own, so go ahead and pause it, or I'll just pause for a minute. Don't forget to pay attention to each number on their own. So first look at the number 27, then look at 67, and then don't forget to leave that little bit of space at the top. Use your T-chart. Okay, hopefully you have stacked your numbers just like that. 27 is first, so it's going to go on top. Again, there's some space up at the top. 67 is second, so it's going to go underneath the 27. 6 10s, 7 1s. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my numbers. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down, and I'm always going to start in the ones place. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ones. Think about that 14. Go ahead and right now figure out what you're going to do with that 1, 10, and 4 ones and write it down. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I do with them. There's a 4 in the ones place, so I put it into the ones place in the answer spot. Now there's a 10, so I'm going to move that to the tens house. Now we can add the tens place. So go ahead and start at the top and work your way down. Use those touch points to help you add all 3 of those numbers. This is how I added them. 1 10, 2, 3 tens, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tens. So our answer should be 94. Okay, this is the last one, 38 plus 44. Go ahead and pause this now and set it up yourself and solve it, and then when you finish, press play and see if you got the correct answer. Okay, 38 and 44 is going to be set up on top of each other like this. As I do this, I'm going to go ahead and draw that T-chart because hopefully you're still doing that and it's helping you to remember where the tens place and the ones place is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my ones. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ones. I know that there's 2 ones and 12, so I'm going to put that in my answer spot. And I composed a 10, so I'm going to have to put the 10 into the tens place. Now I'm going to add my tens. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. 1 10, 2, 3, 4 tens, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. So I'll put an 8 in the tens place. Therefore, my answer is 82. Hopefully this video has helped you to be able to stack those numbers and add them. And hopefully you'll be able to do that no matter how many numbers you're adding, 2-digit numbers you're adding together.